Hello, everyone. It's Wilk again. I am your Leadership Talks podcast host. And today I have Igor Gaspareto. Welcome to the show.
Hello, guys. I'm Igor
Good,
from Pantanal, Brazil.
good to have you, Igor. And please introduce yourself and tell us about your wonderful career there in Pantanal, Brazil.
Okay, so I studied tourism and degree, and then I started with this business in 2012. Um, we have not easy start because nobody know us in the beginning, and day by day we work hard, and then nowadays we are one of the top ranked in the TripAdvisor. So we have tourists from around the world through the Pantanal. We have more than 1,000 clients already, happy clients, and we hope to have even more in the following years.
Excellent, excellent. So, Igor, me and you, we went to school together, right? We went to college together. And, from the beginning, I always, appreciated your eagerness, for the business, for the hospitality industry. And I'm so happy to see you thriving because, as we know, usually you go to university and then sometimes, you fall into another career, but it's very nice to see you doing so well. But I wanted to hear from you because ecotourism, it's something that it's trendy, right? And everything's sustainable and so on. So what are the major, countries that people are going to Brazil, to Pantanal to visit for your perspective?
Yeah, we have a top five, I would say. It's like from US, from England, from Germany, Netherlands, and Italy. This is the
Wow.
top five. But we have tourists all around the world from Australia, New Zealand, Japan, China, India, and South Africa, France, Spain, Ireland, anywhere in the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Also,
Igor,
also
go
from
ahead.
South America, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, and also Brazilians,
Mhm.
Mexican, yeah, Latin people as well.
That's excellent. So what do you think, people, like you said, the top five, like folks from the US, for example, what are they looking for when they go to Pantanal? Because it's a rainforest, right? And of course, we have one of the largest wetlands in the country. So tell us about, that particular guest, that are searching for ecotourism adventure in the wetlands in Brazil.
Well, we have many documentaries about Pantanal, and since then, a lot of people from US start to coming here because of the documentaries, the jaguar documentaries. So they are mainly looking for jaguars, but also other wildlife. Also, we attend a lot of bird watchers from US, and but the main thing is are the jaguars and the giant river otters that they are looking for.
Wow, that's amazing. So beautiful. So usually, a package, right? Like if people go to Pantanal, what is it like the length of stay? You would say when it's, somebody coming from the US, it probably like 5 to 7 nights or more. And then what does that entail exactly?
Actually, we attend from one night to 10 more nights, no problem. But usually the average is five 5 days, 4 nights, 6 days, 5 nights. This is the average um, that most of the tourists are booking. But there's few people that they're coming here with a short time, so we do like 3 days, 2 nights, 4 days, 3 nights as well. And for the high season when it's dry in the Pantanal, there are many tourists that come to Brazil just to visit Pantanal, and they stay here 10 more days with us, like 12 or 2 weeks. It depends how they want to how they like the nature, and They come just for the Pantanal, so they stay like 2 weeks with us.
It's gorgeous, right? And there is many activities you can do, right? During the tours. You can go bird watching and then you can go safari at night. And I'm following you on your Instagram page, by the way. Good
Yeah.
job. It's amazing. It's really refreshing to see actually all of the activities, that the tours entail.
Yes, we can do motorboats, we can do hiking trails, observation tower. Well, if there's few tours they are interested in piranha fishing, we do piranha fishing. We do also night safari night walks, but not that deep in the jungle. But we do the night walks around the lodge site, and we also do early morning safari with the open car safari. We do morning and afternoon safari, and yeah, and it's also possible to do horseback riding in the Pantanal as well.
Wow. So tell me about this, night safari because I saw like what are the most typical animals that you guys see in that particular area?
We see foxes, raccoons, snakes, all types of snakes, and we also see tapirs and giant anteaters few times. And we see also the animals that we see in the morning as well, like capybara, caimans, and deers. Yeah, we see also one small particular animal that we see only in the night, which is the Pantanal white rabbit. This one we see only in the nighttime. Yeah,
Which one is that? The
it's a
Pantanal what?
Pantanal white rabbit. It's a small
White
rabbit.
rabbit.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What is the
This
name of that in Portuguese?
tapeti. It's a
Ah,
local name. It's a local name. Yeah, it's
okay.
a
I never
local name.
heard. I'm
Yeah,
gonna check it out. But
yeah,
also, this is very exciting. Like I heard you saying as well the piranha fishing. So for people that are listening and don't know what piranha is, can you expand on that?
yeah. Piranha is a kind of danger fish we have in the Pantanal and in the Amazon. We have two types of piranhas in the Pantanal, which is the white piranha and the yellow piranha. And in the Amazon, we have the red piranha and the white piranha. So you can find the yellow piranha only in the Pantanal and the red piranha only in the Amazon. But three of them are very dangerous fish. They have a really sharp teeth. So if you put your finger there, will be gone.
Now, I'm a fisher woman. Okay, I have to tell you that I'm obsessed about fishing. We grew up fishing back home. But one of the questions that I have here is like, when do they catch the piranhas? Do they take back to the hotel and make the piranha soup?
It's an option, yeah. Sometimes we do it, but most of times we have a caiman that also comes to the boat, and they can eat this piranha as well. So some most of the time, or we'll give back to the river, or we give to the caiman that comes to the boat. And there's also a opportunity to do a piranha soup, which is kind of Pantanal Viagra.
Aphrodisiac.
Yes,
I
the
heard,
piranha
yeah,
soup.
this soup is really strong, right? Like
Yeah,
for
it
some reason,
is.
like this fish, it's really strong and it's just the flavor, right? Because it's so many bones, you cannot really eat the
Yeah,
fish.
but you cook like an hour, so and then this bone, small bones, becomes like just like the soup.
Oh,
So that's the way they do, So you don't feel the bones. You just eat everything like a soup. So that,
wow.
yeah,
That's amazing. Very good, very good. So if people also, usually if they're coming to the Amazon, they're focusing ecotourism, but I would think because it's such a long trip, right? It's an international trip from the US or from Italy or from the Netherlands. Like, do people have like a stopover, or they're going like just for like the majority, right? Like just for the 10 days, or they do a stopover in São Paulo or Rio? What is your experience?
Yeah. Usually they do one night in São Paulo or Rio, just like stop over, just you don't come quick straight, and then they come to the Pantanal for 10 days, and then again another night in São Paulo, Rio, and then they go. This is a special tourist that comes just for the Pantanal. But we also attended people that comes to Brazil, not only Pantanal, and then they have like a few days in Rio, few days in Iguaçu Falls, few days in the Amazon, and few days in the Pantanal. Then we attend then like 5 days, 4 nights usually when they do like a whole Brazil. But the others that come only Pantanal, we attend more than 10 days. Only
Oh my
Pantanal.
gosh.
Yeah.
I want to talk
Not
to
only
you.
Pantanal, but we also do kind of a combo trip, including Pantanal, Amazon, but all in Mato Grosso state. And also the Cerrado, which we call the Brazilian Savannah.
Mm-hmm. And then is that under the national park, Chapada dos Guimarães as well?
Yes, yes, that's the Cerrado, the Brazilian Savannah. We do tours like combining Pantanal, Chapada dos Guimarães, the Amazon in Mato Grosso State, and also the Nobres,
Wow. Yeah,
which is
Nobres is a small little town. How many hours is from the capital, Cuiabá?
it is 2 hours drive. We'll
Mm-hmm.
be there already, and it's like a river snorkeling, so you swim with fishes, clear water, so you can see everything with the Google.
Wow. Yeah, I never been to Nobres, it's so funny because every time, I go and stay with family, and then I'm like, I'm just trying to visit everybody, my aunts, my cousins, my grandma,
Mhm.
but definitely Nobres is on my top list, for next time I go to Brazil. But also, Igor, I wanted to ask, like, for the tours, right? Like, what is usually the schedule, what it's involved? Like, you arrange all of the hotels, the meals, the transportation.
Yeah, the only thing that's not included is the drinks. The rest is all included. So we organize all the activities. We organize all the transfers from Cuiabá. Well, so we pick you up at the airport or the hotel you book it in Cuiabá, and then we go to the Pantanal with our experienced tour guide. He's like 20 years. Most of our guides are 20 years experience in the Pantanal. So we have biologists in our team. We have a bachelor in tourism bachelor in our team. We have, but they are all tour guides, licensed tour guides, because we need to be licensed to do it. And then the activities are everything we talk about already. So like we do usually in the first day, we just like introduce the lodge, where it is, everything, and then we do our schedule of the day. And every day in the morning, we we talk actually in the dinner time we talk about the next day schedule, but when they book it with us they have already their schedule, but few times they want to change small things that we can do as well, so we can also talk about it. We do group tours and private tours. So when it's private tours, it's open to do whatever the clients want to do. uh, as I said, we have a schedule, but it's possible to change when it's private tour.
Right, right. And
Yeah,
then about the tour guides, the licensed, do they speak English and other languages? How does that work?
yeah. Our guides speak minimum three language, which is all our guides speak English, Portuguese, and Spanish. All. And Alex, the other tour guide, and myself also speak Italian, and I also speak Japanese. So we have like a multilingual team.
Wow, that's phenomenal. And
Yeah.
you've done so well to grab all of those professionals in Cuiabá also, because I remember back in the day, right? It's like when it's season, like it's high season, all of the tour guides that are English speakers are gone and super busy. So,
Yeah.
like kudos to you for, having this team with multiple languages, willing to help, guests from all over the world. And, that's what hospitality it's about, right? You being able to offer a high top-notch service for, those international travelers. And Igor, what is your outcome? Like, what do you think, in terms of growth in Pantanal from all of your years in the business there? Has been growing? Do you look forward, there was a little pause, or what is your outcome?
Well, we have just the COVID time that was really, really bad. But apart of it, it's always going up and up, the business here in the Pantanal. We have more clients that we can attend because, as you said, the English speaker tour guides, they're all working in the high season. So it's sometimes we need to avoid to take more clients because we cannot attend, especially when they ask for private tours. If they don't book in advance, we don't have the guide. But when I say in advance, it's like 1 year. If they book 1 year in advance, I will have the guide available. But sometimes people start to planning like 6 months. Well, 6 months is like it's okay, still okay, but not my first tour guide. I have to hire another one for for the group or for the private tour. But
Mm-hmm.
usually, um, there are more clients than staff
Right,
usually.
right.
So
Which is
that's
a
why
good.
I'm saying it's growing, growing, growing the business.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you are doing the right thing, people start to talk about you, and then you have more clients because of this reason as well. Not only because it's the Pantanal is in evidence, but also because they want to go with us as well.
Mm-hmm. It's the credibility, right, Igor? And I
Yeah,
think that's one of the things that it's so important, right? Because people are investing not just their money, but it's like it's a vacation, right? It's their dream,
yeah,
or maybe it's
yeah,
they are in a research, like you said,
yeah,
you have biologists as your team. Maybe
yeah,
they are researching a specific, type of animal that it's
yeah,
only available there to be
yeah,
studied and seen.
yeah.
Igor, also one of the other questions that I have in terms of if you think, from your leadership standpoint, what is the overall, tourism in the Mato Grosso state? I know that's your focus, but also, expand that to a little bit in Brazil.
No, no, could you say again the question?
Yeah, like in Brazil, right? Like, how is the hospitality industry? How is the growth right
Ah,
now?
okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
from Mato Grosso and then Brazil perspectives.
Yeah. Well, it's the most difficult thing is find someone that speak English in Brazil. So this is something that really tough. Well, in terms of my company, that I will also attend a lot of Japanese, so it's also very difficult. Actually, I'm the only tour guide that speak Japanese in the Pantanal. Well, we have two more, but they are like elderly seniors, I would say, because they are
Right.
83 years old, but they're
Oh
still
my
working,
gosh.
like because there's
That's a
no
big
more like
amount.
a Japanese speaker tour guide available, So the most difficult thing is find people that has the ability to speak other language, and yeah, this is the most difficult thing I would say. The rest you can adapt it, but for example, experience you can have it in few years. I would say it depends what you are doing, but the language, if you don't start to learn and be brave enough to learn, because everybody wants to learn, but learn is another thing.
Yeah,
Want to
yeah,
learn is one thing, learn is another thing. So
it's
it's not
really
that easy.
difficult.
Yeah. I would say.
Yeah, it's really difficult to make
The
it happen,
language
right?
skills is the problem in Brazil
Yeah.
in
I think,
general.
honestly, when I was in Rio last year, I was really surprised, when I was walking on the beach in Copacabana in Ipanema. I heard a lot of English speakers, just walking, in the calçadão, on the beachfront, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like, it seems like that I didn't even, feels like that I'm in Miami, type of
Hmm.
environment. But I know also I've noticed because last year I tried to explore also the beach in Northeast, like Fortaleza, and smaller airport, is smaller, um smaller, or maybe was the time of the day, I don't know, or the time of the year that I visited, but it was less tourists there too, so it was not like that over, exhausting with people trying to grab your attention, for either a tour or a special day tour or anything like that. But I think in Cuiabá too, like the airport has been, the growth of the airport remodel and everything looks better, right? It feels better. But I think also there's so much to do, right? And so much to explore in our region that's why, I wanted to bring you on the show to talk about it because one, right, I'm from Cuiabá, so and sometimes people think that oh, nobody there speaks, or you don't have the infrastructure to receive international, all of those myths, right, from other places that don't, people that never visited don't know about it. But what would you say, like the ratio of, growth has been for not just for they graduate, the bachelors, the people that are actually focusing, studying, hospitality and tourism in Mato Grosso.
Well, nowadays, when we studied, we had more courses than today. I would say now the only course that they have is from the Federal University, the IFMT, which is the only way to study tourism nowadays. So I think because many people that stud in our time, they're not in the hospitality business. They thought it wasn't for them. So then they are starting a new course and talk to everybody that's not the way to, it's not a good course, blah blah blah. And then I think that's why we have less course than before. But the people who really love it, really like the job, the hospitality job, they will stay, even not for the salary or not for the wage, but because they love it. So it's
Yeah,
another thing. It's more than just because you need money. It's because you love it. So I think it's the same you, Wilka, and myself. We are here because we love what we are doing. Sometimes I keep me thinking when I am in the Pantanal, I'm here. I'm looking to this nature. I'm working, but I'm working, but at the same time, I'm enjoying to be here.
yeah,
So this is something that is special because not everybody are like this.
yeah,
So I getting paid to do something that I like to do. Of course, we have some problems sometimes because I mean in the job sometimes it happens. It's out of our control, but in general, I love what I'm doing, and it's everything is like is smoothly. We don't have a pressure. We just need to wake up early to see the sunrise. We sleep late because after the dinner we do night safari, but this is part of the job, and we enjoy when we see the animals that we want to see, that the clients ask us to show. So we enjoy. So it's the best part when we see something that they want to see. We are
yeah.
happy like them.
Yeah, it's amazing, like I love what you said that we do this because we love it. And also when you are there, right? Like in the Pantanal, it's like the most I just keep watching your Instagram stories for the sunset and the sunrises and even like the ipe, like the pink ipe, right? Like the flowers, and it's just so beautiful. And I know it's a different environment for most people, but it's when you absorb all of that nature and all of that how you feel so small in this huge world that we have, right? Like
Mhm.
the wetlands in Pantanal, you can go hours and hours on the boat ride to get to a hotel even,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
remember when we were back in college, I did work, like at the front desk in a hotel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful, right? Because then you go outside of the bed and breakfast, and then you see like this beautiful blue macaws, nests
Mhm.
and the alligators and fishing, and it's just like the activities you just embrace, and it's just the pace of life is so different, and it makes you feel, wow, really, what I've been rushing for to do, I need to enjoy and soak it up this, right? The
Yeah.
nature and that energy.
Yeah. I would say that the first day in the Pantanal is always like that impact because you are like from the city, you are coming here, and then you have this first day. You see a lot of animals and birds, and I usually tell my staff, my guides, my drivers, they are in this first day, so the expectation of them are really high, and then you need to feel like them. You also need to be like happy and like your first day here in the Pantanal, so you can show them with the same expectation. So usually I'm doing like this when I go there because I see how they are happy, and we are also happy with this because this is like, as you said, as we know, it's a dreaming coming true. Most of times they dream to visit Pantanal, so they it's not just a trip. It's like more than a trip, I would
Yeah,
say.
for sure. Well, I know you have other, appointments to do today, but I'm so happy that we were able to grab some time, talk about, your career in the hospitality industry as a tour operator, receptive tour operator in Pantanal, Mato Grosso, Brazil, where I am from. And it's a pleasure to see a colleague, from my college days being so successful in the business now. So thank you so much, Igor. And how can people contact you?
Well, we have our website, which is www.gasparetours.com. Our Instagram is gasparetour.pantanal.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And until next time, I'll see you soon.
Okay, bye bye.